Deploy.
In the early hours of this morning, I felt as if my soul were falling out of the sky into the confines of my own body. It was like the deepest part of me had been shoved out of a plane without a parachute. And in that moment, all I wanted was to be held by flesh and blood of the man I loved. But another part of me knew that after today, that'd be impossible.
Is it done?
I was so close. I think I've come to the conclusion we're evenly matched.
Well, that's good news. You can cancel those fucking emotional jujitsu classes.
I detect overt sarcasm, but it's a shame that won't be happening.
Casper, for the love of God, you told me yourself. He is not human.
I don't care if he's a man, beast, natural disaster, hell, I don't care if he's a law of physics. I come from a family of natural-born winners. We just gotta put a little more elbow grease into this shit.
Casper Fullman, respectfully, you come from a family of dyers. All of them. Your lineage perished at the hand of a serial killer. And over what? A game of badminton? That's fucking pathetic.
Oh, now you're finally letting out what you've been too afraid to say all along. All day I see you just moping around, eating peppermint candies and looking like you want to kill yourself. Well, I, for one, am glad you're starting to take a more active role in your own life, even if in the process you end up insulting my entire deceased family bloodline.
My withdrawn tendencies have only intensified in recent days because I'm worried sick about the love of my life running around in the dead of night chasing some guy whose only interest is genocidal plagiarism. The original guy tried to wipe out entire neighborhoods of people, and now you think icing some copycat killer is gonna magically make things even? And furthermore, just because the holiday season has come to a close does not mean that peppermint candies have lost their delicious flavor.
You cantankerous motherfucker! I lovingly prepare you pallets of roast beef sandwiches for every meal and you shove them away, only to eat peppermint candies in private! That is one of the many things about you that makes me just want to go.
I'm so sorry that this is something you could never have. This is the argument you wished you had with me in those late nights when things were left unsaid and your true feelings were left to wither in the spaces of our respective silence. You had always wished we could hash it out, really get down into the thick of it, but you thought to yourself, why ruin a good thing? But was it ever a good thing if this is the state things are in now? Who knows? Maybe something will change if you pick up your phone.
Charlie, are you back from the shops?
You know, it's funny you mention the shops as I've just returned from them. Meet me atop Wyndham Palace Place and we can employ that targeted attack of watermelon aside we've been talking about. These accomplices to murder aren't going to kill themselves, you know.
Sounds good, Charlie. I'll talk to you when I get there after I arrive there following my departure from where I am right now.
Someone's detail-oriented. Goodbye, Pookie Pie. Love you, bunch 'em snookums.
I love you too. Just not as you need to be loved. How long have you been standing there?
Oh, not long. I'm just seeing if my throwing arm will get tired.
You were holding up both arms.
I'm still testing out which one's my throwing arm. Have you looked over your revenge itinerary?
Yeah, I did. I think for me it was just a little bit hard to follow.
Yeah, I know, but you'll figure it out in the coming weeks. There's our man, Buttermilk Spoonful Jones, jogging into sight.
I can't believe he chooses to go by that name in public.
Well, I mean, he won't have to for much longer. Oh, would you look at that? He's died. On to the next mission.
Wait a minute. You killed this man with essentially no remorse. Not even a thought popped into your head. When I first knew you, you were the sweetest little bundle of joy. I'm sorry I discuss you as if you were an infant, but it's because I fear I've adulterated your way of looking at the world. Say I'm putting too much pressure on you to be as I want you to be. I'll just do anything. Just say it.
I mean, I'd love to, but I'm not the real Charlie either.
What in the Sam? Fuck.
Don't get me wrong, you are right in that you've always wanted me to be a perfect mirror image of who you are without any consideration of who I truly am inside. I am my own individual person, but with this lesson, I hope you change in some sort of capacity. I really can't say if you will, though, as I'm limited by your own perceptions of who I am. But I am undoubtedly different than your previous projection of me. Therefore, my departure shall be undoubtedly different to boot. Why are you looking at me like that?
Okay, enough of this bullshit. Are you fucking real? This is like a real human face that isn't going to existentially terrify me or wax lyrical about the inner versions of ourselves and then fuck off to Neverland.
I don't know the rest of what you said, but this is in fact my face.
My sense of touch hasn't failed me yet, so this is decently reassuring. I was worried this would be a ghost of Christmas future type shenanigan and I'd have to willingly explode you with my mind.
Oh, wait a minute. That was supposed to be my thing.
Rule of thirds be damned!
Someone's a little high-strung.
You're as perceptive as ever. I suppose I've just been worried about the events that are scheduled to commence on this fateful day.
Oh, Casper, we've been over this. We agreed on everything. I signed the paperwork. There's nothing left to discuss.
Through emotional jujitsu, I will transfer the purest parts of my soul into your body for safekeeping, so that way I can fully unleash my compartmentalized darkness within and take down that guy killing innocent families, sparing countless lives and saving a solid chunk of humanity as we know it.
Yeah, that sounds chill to me. See, I said it sounds chill.
I'm aware. There's just some part of me that thinks I'm contorting, distorting, absorbing you into me, altering your behavior so you could fit in line with my version of life.
Casper Fullman, you are a professional manhunter who has sworn an oath to take down a murderer, and I swore an oath that I'd be bound to you for life. I chose this path, just like you chose yours.
But someone else could have taken the case. Maybe someone who didn't have a personal connection to it all. Then my loved ones could actually sleep at night.
Personal significance be damned. If anything, the fact that the original killer wiped out your entire family has made you work twice as hard. I see you in those emotional jujitsu classes, and your ass does in fact be practicing. And besides, the members of your firm have been sued 19 times in the last year alone. I sleep better knowing you're the one taking on high-profile cases like this.
I don't know if it's fair to you. Looking into his eyes, I pondered the very nature of my existence. It's likely why that trifecta of apparitions appeared. He's the only one who can make me self-actualize with just a single look. I'd hold him if he needed holding, I'd kiss him if we weren't in public, and I'd tell him I love him if—
I love you.
My mother was an avid skydiver. She loved the clouds so much, she vowed to give birth to me during a 50,000-foot free fall. The only times I end up back here are when I'm dreaming or when I'm looking into Charlie's eyes. That is when I am reborn. Do you really think I'm the right one for the job?
I think so, but honestly, I really just agree with the title card.